Hello all, and welcome to another video review from the techgooch. I know it's been a while since my last review, and I apologize, but there are several reasons, including work and all the other jazz, but mainly another big reason is that I had a problem with what I'm about to do a review on, and that is an iPhone 4 case. It is an uncommon case, and it's a custom order one. So, to get a long story short, I ordered the case, got it in within, actually it was within a week, and everything was decent except for the colors didn't quite match what I originally submitted. Immediately within a day, I contacted actually it was over the weekend, the following Monday I contacted Uncommon regarding the issue, and they responded within a day saying, please submit some pictures to us. Actually I think it was the same day, I think it was later that afternoon to be honest. I submitted some pictures. Within the next day or so, I got another email back saying, yep, that obviously is not exactly quite right, and we're going to ship off a case as soon as we can get it corrected. The problem from their point is that I had to wait. It was probably a good week and a half, 2 weeks almost, before I finally got, hey, we finally have your case ready, we'll be shipping it out in the next day or so. So I couldn't believe that, because the original order, I sent the order in, and the following business day I got an email saying that it shipped. Now, from the point where I submitted the pictures and then them saying, hey, yeah, we got it right, to the point where I got my new case, it was over 2 weeks. So that was kind of ridiculous, I thought. However, beautiful case. That was the first delay. Second delay is, while waiting for the second case, the replacement case, my first case started to get a little wobbly. And I'll show you that in the review here. And so I got the new case. I was thinking, well, maybe it was a bad batch case with the first one as well. So I thought I better use the second case for a little while and see how it works. Needless to say, it did the same thing. And I'll show you exactly what it does, and you can have your own say. I'm a little picky, I think, maybe in my items. So with that said, we're going to get right into the review. So here we go. Here's how she comes. This is the box. As most of you may know if you watch any of my other videos, I don't do the unboxing. So that is the box. Great for it. Comes in a nice little package shape. They also give you some coupons in case you want to share it with your friends, or if you want to order another case. Obviously, if you're ordering custom cases, maybe you want to order more custom cases because you obviously want something custom, and once you do it once, you want something new. I did this artwork based on a shirt that I own from Epcot Center, and I thought, man, I love this logo. And this is actually the newest of the two versions, and I'll get into why it's cracked here in a minute. But this is the uncommon case. It is quite awesome, to be honest. I really do like how it is designed. It's really form-functioning. Here's one that's on my iPhone right now. And if you can tell the difference between the two, the colors are significantly different to my vision. My wife and a couple of our friends, oh, it's not that big of a difference. Well, that's lime green, that's yellow, that's kind of a pasty orange, that's orange, that's kind of a pasty red, that's almost a pink. This is kind of a light pastel purple thing. This is more of a magenta purple. So that to me is big. You can even see the blues are a little different, not a whole lot, but in general, this case looks a heck of a lot better than this case. To me, it looks like maybe their dye was going out. I don't know. So, needless to say, I got this case in the mail, and I wasn't happy with the colors because it looks very pastel, and the yellow was a lime green. I don't know if that's really showing up on the camera there well. But I liked how it fit. The phone snaps in, and I'll actually, here, let me pull it out real quick. It's real easy to pull out and put back in. So, actually, the first time you use it, it's really tight. And that's probably where the problem lies. But you get the case, you take your phone, you put it, put the button side in first, that's what they tell you. And then you snap this side in. And the first time you do it, it's really tight. And then it fits snug, it's great. I don't really like the stuff that sticks out. So if I put my screen down, it holds the screen up off the thing. That's not a big thing to me. I always have a screen protector on anyway, and I prefer to be able to take my fingers all the way out to the edges. So that's me. That's personal preference. That said, after waiting for for my new case, I found that it started loosening up. And I think it's mainly this corner right here that's actually loosening up, to be honest. And maybe it's getting a little wider here. But now, if you can hear, the phone actually slides up and down within the case. So if I actually grab out of the case and shake the phone, you can hear that little loosey. Well, you know, obviously this is my first one. I was getting a replacement and I was like, well, this is a good test. I can see what it's like. So then I got my new one, and I obviously pulled it out of the old one, put it in the new one, and let's see how she fits. Maybe we can put it in this one with me. And went with this one for a few weeks, and it does it. You can hear it, but at work I had a little boo-boo, and I work construction, and was running on the table saw, and a board got caught between the guide and the blade and just shot back at me like a shotgun. Hit the phone basically right about here. Destroyed the iPhone and destroyed the case. The case, obviously, the iPhone was just shot all over, and that phone was actually tackled a little bit, and nothing worked. The front screen didn't work at all, and however, the phone still worked. I could call it, but I couldn't answer it. And I was able to get home and actually back up the phone before sending it in to get my new one. So, with that said, I destroyed my case, and in turn, the iPhone destroyed. So, protection factor of this is going to be limited to drops and slight impacts. I mean, it's not the strongest case, neither of them. They bend quite a bit. They're not the strongest case in the world, but they're not meant to be like otter boxes. They're meant to be just a protective case for scratches and other things. So, with that said, the case factor, the look of it is fantastic, specifically the new one. But now that I've had it for a while, to me, they're more of a limited edition case in that, yeah, they look great, but when the phone starts losing, you know, when I have it in my hand and it starts moving around in the case, I don't like that at all. I mean, that's almost a fail to me. That's a design failure, and I will be contacting Uncommon about it, and check the comments below. I will post about it if I actually hear from them. Obviously, in the past, I've heard gotten good things, but the time it took me to get this case should never have taken that long. So that's a fail on you, Uncommon. I can't believe you did that. And I did tell them I was going to do a video review, so I would think that they would give me the best treatment they give normal customers. I don't expect any special treatment whatsoever. But I did say, hey, I bought this case for myself, but also I'm doing a video review, so I tell the tale how you guys are going to fix this. And they fixed it great. It looked fantastic. I was a little kind of perturbed by the fact that on the first case, everything's great, everything's centered. On the new case, it's not centered actually. And this line is supposed to be at the same height as this, but the whole image is shifted that way a little bit. So you can see how the epcot is right on the edge, where on this one it's actually in on both sides. So they didn't even center the image right on this. And in the end, that ends up there, so you can see it's shifted. There's no doubt about it. That's not a huge deal to me, to be honest. It was a custom case. It's fine, but the fact that it took as long as it did was kind of ridiculous. But that said, I really do like the case. Other than the fact that I'm going to be buying a different case to put my iPhone in. I like the look of this one. But other than that, it's not a long-term case. It's one of those, look at my new case. Oh, yeah, fancy Nancy. And my buddy, actually, after he saw this, he thought it was really cool, so he ordered his own. His is now doing the same exact thing. The phone is actually moving up and down within the case. So it's a design failure in the case. And to be honest, I have another case by PDP, that the Mickey case that I had from Disney that I busted. My dog busted, actually, on me. And this line actually has a connector between here and here. It's really thin, and it can break. But I wonder if that's not the thing that keeps the phone nice and snug in the case. However, that's just how it goes. One more thing, even though if you didn't look at the top of the video, This is the Uncommon Deflector case. They offer two different modes that can be customized. One is the Deflector, which is this, which is a one-piece clamshell type design that grabs onto the phone. The other one is, I believe they call it the Capsule, and that actually has a removable bottom. And actually, the one other thing I did want to show you is this case actually has this lip on the bottom, and I can show you probably better on this. There is a little lip here. So what happens is while here's a standard Apple dock connector cable, fits into the phone and fits right up against the base. I'm sorry about the blue. I'm getting it too close to the camera. That's my fault. However, I have a couple other cables. One, my bedroom doesn't have a outlet right next to the bed, or my end table. So I have a 10-foot Griffin cable. And this one, however, goes in and hits the case. So you don't get a perfect connection right here. So what happens is if I plug it in at night, and if I don't kind of bump the bottom of the case out to get it to go in all the way like that, so I'll just plug it in like this, it'll start powering, but sometimes in the middle of the night, if the cable is off the end of the end table and kind of gives a little pull on it, it'll actually disconnect from it, which I think is just ridiculous. I really wish they would have freaking thought of that. And I was thinking about routing this out because it works with my charging cable that I use. Plus, in my vehicle, I have a SICK cable that does both charging and audio out, and it is the exact same way. Where if you plug it into the bottom, it hits as well. And the same thing with the Apple audio video cable that comes out, so I can plug it into my van while I'm traveling. My kids can watch TV episodes and movies I have on my phone or my iPod. It also is about the same thickness as this. It is not as thin as the standard USB dock connector. So no matter what, either I was going to route this out, but now I'm not going to because, well, the case is going to get replaced. But if I wasn't going to, I was either going to route this out, or you can get those small adapters that kind of stick onto here and then bring it back down to about the dock connector size. I haven't tried it with this case, but I would think that would work. However, the case is obviously not making me too happy. So this is obviously one of the first products that I really like, but I can't recommend because of the fact of, well, I guess I can recommend it for looking cool, but I can't recommend it for use because after 2 weeks of use, it becomes ridiculously loose. And for the first 2 weeks, it's a freaking awesome product. And it doesn't, they put a large enough cutout where you don't get any glare from the flash on the camera, which is another big thing of mine because most of my other cases I've ever had always have the ghosting effect on the camera. So I think I've gotten through everything I wanted to show you. And so yeah, that's the Uncommon Deflector. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize for not getting it out fast enough, but I did have a lot of different problems, including the fact that I just wahooed my iPhone, and so I had to wait for my replacement iPhone, which actually took about a week, so thank you, Zag. With that said, I appreciate you watching the video. I hope you can comment below, ask me any questions you'd like, or if you have any recommendations for future videos or future products that you want me to check out, go ahead, either comment below or even better yet, message me directly. Subscribe above, tell all your friends about the video or other videos that I have. Make sure you check those out as well. And if anything comes up, let me know. Again, this is the Tech Gooch with a video review for the Uncommon Deflector case, customized. And I'm not going to recommend this product to you. So, other than the fact that it does look cool. So, thanks for watching.